Hello everyone, Paranormal Ripples here, aka Ray, and welcome to Conspiracy Theories, Conspiracy Nexus episode 7. This is about conspiracy theories, as you know. So, this is going to be fun, everyone. So, I will be discussing two of the conspiracy theories that are familiar to this country, the UK, and they are about Lord Lucan, and also about former Prime Minister Harold Wilson. So these are two ones that I just saw earlier. I thought I'd do a video on them. So let's go and discuss it, everyone, shall we? Hope everyone's having a good day or night, wherever you're watching from. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. Starting with Lord Lucan. Here he is. Lucan. He disappeared in 1974, which is crazy. So 50 years ago. Was it 60? Yeah, 50. 50 years ago, he disappeared. So yeah, let's see what some of the theories are around his alleged disappearance. Here you go. The issuing of Lord Lucan's death disappeared has done nothing to solve the mystery of what had happened to him. Lord Lucan vanished from his family home in 1924 following the death of the family nanny, Sandra Rivet. An inquest found he had murdered her. Since then, there has been theories explaining his disappearance. Lord Lucan's car was found abandoned, soaked in blood, in New Haven, East Sussex. But what happened next? So, if you know anything, New Haven. There you go. So he was down. So it's there, New Haven, and London's there. So he went all the way to New Haven, apparently. Excuse me, everyone. Yeah, so he allegedly got rid of the car from London, come down to New Haven, and dispose of the car. Which is crazy. If he was still alive, Lucan would be 81 today. But this article was in 2016. So at 8 years today, he'd be 89 now. Lady Lucan said at the time of her husband's disappearance that he had admitted to killing the nanny and that it had been an accident. She said she believed he had jumped off the ferry leaving New Haven. The first reported sighting of Lucan was in January of 1975, so a year after, or a few months after he, disappeared, when he was supposedly spotted in Melbourne. 5 months later, he was apparently seen in Cherbourg and Saint Malo, both in France. Police in South Africa examined fingerprints supposedly left on a glass, like a beer glass, by Lord Lucan in Cape Town. Signs were also reported in Mozambique and then Bulawayo, and then there were claims that he lived in India as a hippie called Jungly Barry. In the year of 1978, Barbados police were asked by Scotland to investigate reports that a British resident was sending money to Lord Lucan in South America. An ITV drama claimed the missing peer had been spirited out of the country by his wealthy friends, including that of Sir James Goldsmith and John Aspinall. In 2000 to New Zealand after claims he had been living in a car. Look. No. While in 2012, his brother, Hugh Bingham, said he was sure that Lord Lucan had fled after the murder. Other theories suggest that Lord Lucan was held to ransom by the IRA, or that he had shot himself and asked for his remains to be fed to the tigers at Kent Zoo, owned by his friend Mr. Aspinall. An investigation by BBC South East in 2009 opened up the possibility that Lord Lucan may have had plastic surgery after the murder of the nanny. Now, his death certificate has been issued. His son, Lord Bingham, can inherit the family title. And he goes on to say, my own personal view, and it was one I took as an 8-year-old boy, is that he had unfortunately been dead since that time. He said he hoped it was time to find another Loch Ness monster out there. However, Miss Wivett's son, Neil Berryman, said he was still unable to move on with his life. We have to get to the truth and justice for Sandra, a horrible death, a young woman beaten, which was with my mother. You know? So, what do people think? What happened to Lord Lucan, eh? You know? And this is a week, you know? There you go, jumped off a ferry, like they said. He ran away to start a new life in Australia. Or in Australia or Paraguay. Yeah, and he was fed to tigers in Kentsea at the Kent Zoo, look. So it's crazy what. So what do you think happened to Lord Lucan, everyone? One of the biggest disappearances in this country's history, you know. Look, see. This newspaper article in the Mirror from 2018, I think it was. It said. No, 2017. Yeah, I'm not even rude. That doesn't even like. I'm not even rude. Does that look like him? I don't think so. Captured by police, but turned out to be a Labour MP who faked his death. Nah. And if you want to know what the zoo is, let's go to John Aspinall. There you go. He died in 2000. Look, there it is. Howlets near Canterbury. And if you go down here, you might. They won't mention it on here. So, but that's the zoo that Lord Lucan is supposedly been fed to lions at. You know. Look, there's some letters here and financial matters. Look, see, you have all that, and there's a car, a Ford Corsair. He was last seen driving one. No, that's not the car, but you know, it's a car which he was driving. Right, where are we? I just think no, in 2020, even a sign was reported to Australia, or was reported in Australia. A pensioner living in suburban Brisbane was alleged to be Lord Lucan by Professor Hassan Ugal, a leading computer scientist. Ugal claims that facial recognition technology had positively identified the man as Lucan. The man who lived in what was described as a Buddhist communist outer suburbs was found by Rivet's son Neil Bayman and is reportedly the same age as Lucan. Look. Here's another thing. Look, see, you know what I mean? You'll have it. Oh, you go down here. Look. Look. From the University of Bradford, look, see. So, look. This is what I'm going to show you. Look. And I want it. I want, where is it? There you go. If I do that, so 46 Lower Belgrave Street. And then go to New Haven. There you go. And then go by car, which you would have been back in the day. At that time, by the A Road, just over, just under, look, just about 2 hours and 1 minute. Look. So basically, you just had to go all the way out there and go to New Haven. You know, could have gone to any place. You know, if he was escaping. You know, but he chose to go to New Haven for the ferry. To go to France, let's see. So I'm guessing the ferry thing. Oh, that's Brighton. We don't want Brighton. There's New Haven. There it is. That's where there's the ferry port. So yeah. You travel hours to try to get onto a ferry to go to France. Look. Look. There you go. Dieppe, and you could have gone straight to what's along the nearest place to Dieppe? Rouen, Le Havre. Then you go there and you could have gone straight in from Dien. Oh there, look. Dieppe there to straight on to Paris. So, then maybe going on to furthermore, you know. But it's crazy. You know? So Lucan's car, there you go, was bloodstained, like I said, but with a length of lead piping almost identical to the alleged weapon inside. and was later found abandoned at the port of New Haven on the English south coast. Lucan has not been seen since then. And then this article was in 2022, look, updated. So 48 years, see? Look, it's crazy, see, look. There's a nanny that was killed. It's nuts. You know? There you go. The High Court declared Lucan dead in 1999 for probate. There have been scores of reported sightings around the world in countries such as Australia, Ireland, South Africa, and New Zealand. You know? It's fascinating, you know? I'd recommend going and read all about Lord Lucan, you know? And as you just saw, this is the next one. This is the next topic we're going to be discussing. Harold Wilson, suspected of being a Soviet spy. Look. Paying him, but that's from the Crown. And there you go, look, anyone in the Crown, they gauge it, look. So, if I go conspiracy theory there, and then we go it's not showing there. Even though I'm going to show you that bit in a minute, guys. No, if you go here, look. No, if we go to his Wikipedia, that's Harold Wilson, everyone. Died in age 79, but he was born in Huddersfield. And he ran as Prime Minister, look, for just 2 years. He ran for 6 years first. In 2 years, look. You know? It's crazy, look. Read about all of his past and his war service, look. You know? You know what I mean? There's more stuff about him, look. But wonder if he'll show it on here. There's his grave. He died from colon cancer and Alzheimer's disease. There you go, conspiracy theory, there you go. In 1963, Soviet defector, Anatoly Golitsyn, if anyone can help me there, I appreciate it. He said to have secretly claimed that Wilson was a KGB agent. The majority of intelligence officers did not believe that Golitsyn was credible in this and various other claims, but a significant number did. Most prominently, James Jesus Angleton, Deputy Director of Operations for Counterintelligence in the US, so James Jesus Angleton, from the CIA, and factional strife broke out between the two groups. Former MI5 officer Peter claimed in his memoirs, Spycatcher, that 30 MI5 agents then collaborated in an attempt to undermine Wilson. He retracted that claim, saying there was only one man. So why did he retract, eh? Did something happen? There you go. In March 1987, James Miller, a former agent, claimed that the Ulster Workers' Council had been promoted by MI5 to help destabilize Wilson's government. Stuff on there, look, see, it's crazy. He has a statue back in his hometown of Huddersfield, though. But and there's James Callahan. You're the one who you know. He took over from Harold Wilson, look, see. Which I'm going to show you. This is from an actual MI5 website. As what you will. The Wilson plot. Here you go. One of the most persistent controversies involving the security service was during the 1970s and 1980s with the so-called Wilson plot, in which officers of the service were accused of having conspired against the Labour Prime Minister Sir Harold Wilson. During his second term in office, which was only 2 years, from 74 to 6, Wilson appears to have become convinced that he was under constant electronic surveillance. His official biographer, Philip Ziegler, relates an account of Wilson's caution in the lavatory in number 10, where the Prime Minister pointed out an electric light fitting and made an exaggerated gesture of caution, putting his finger to his lips and indicating that confidential talk would be under former US President George H.W. Bush. So that's the one who was in office when 9/11 happened. That's his dad, I believe, George. I'll double check. It is him. Or was it the one that, you know? Yeah. Pull that. Yeah, I thought that. No. He's the second son of Prescott Bush. No. Not understanding. Look, guys, just give me a second. But it looks like B's dad. Just having a look. Hang on. Yeah, it was his dad. Sorry, it is his dad. Who that was his dad. Yeah. So he was a then director of the CIA at this time. Reportedly emerged from a meeting at Downing Street with expressing amazement that he did nothing but complain about being spied on. No. That'll be 8 you can't do that. Wilson's fears were publicised in July of 1977. This was after he had served his term in office, second term in office. In an Observer article, in which he was quoted as claiming that a faction in the service was mounting a whispering campaign against him and that he had been bugged. The allegation sparked an immediate political controversy, to which the Prime Minister James Callahan responded by beginning an internal inquiry. He issued a statement on 23rd of August of 1977, which read, "The Prime Minister has conducted detailed inquiries into the recent allegations about the Secret Service and is satisfied they did not constitute grounds for lack of confidence in the competence and impartiality of the security service." So basically, they basically say that they didn't have enough evidence. Then the allegation resurfaced 10 years later with the publication of Spycatcher by Peter Wright, which I just mentioned. And then there's a paragraph here about what they said about him. Then manufacturer said something. But yeah, it's crazy, this Harold Wilson one. You know? It's absolutely nuts. You know? Like, he had to have some kind of like fear that it was gonna, that something like that was happening, you know. Anyways, I'm gonna leave that part here, because you know, it's fun, yeah, but you know, gotta go on talking about something else now on another show. So, anyways, thank you all for watching. I've been Paranormal Whipples, aka Ray, and take care, everyone, and bye for now. Oh, and before I go, if you like what I've done, please like and subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Like I said, it means the world to me. So, thank you. Bye.